What is good, ladies and gents? Welcome to another day of doing the backtesting. We are on day 185 of backtesting until I am profitable, and today is October the 26th. So without delay, I think we can kick it off.
He was showing me like 400 mil. When I look back at that screenshot, I can tell it's fake. I can tell he's got it from Google Images. And like one night I just need like 400 mil. When I look back at that screenshot, I can tell it's fake. I can tell he's got it from Google Images. And like one night I just literally rang my mom. I told her, look, I'm not doing this no more. Next day, packed my stuff and khalas.
What's your deepest fear?
My biggest fear is one day I have a son or a daughter, someone that depends on me, and they go ahead and...
What does success actually mean to you?
My dad's dream was for me to become one of the greatest scholars of our time and spread Islam. And I ended up becoming a day trader who makes TikToks.
We have a bullish day now.
What is going on, people? Welcome back to the CEO Cast, the #1 podcast for showcasing business entrepreneurship. Yes, another mindset podcast here for me today. Zaki, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to be here.
It's good to have you on, bro. I know a lot of people have spoken about you. You're in the trading game. I suppose you're somewhat known for that. You've done quite a few podcasts before about trading. I've done a few traders before. I'm not here to talk about trading at all, right? How old are you?
I'm 23 right now.
And I'd like to see these lows here get approached, or this one here. Okay, so this is buy side. And then we've got 2 levels of sell side. And when you check the 1 hour, we are already in a fair value gap, so now these are Asia lows. Now this gap here, I think it could hold, and if it doesn't, then probably would look for lows if it doesn't hold. So let's see what the open does. Now the open will rally lower. Okay, it's consolidating kinda. And check the 15-minute. This low here has been run. The 15-minute, and this is like a 1 hour gap or something. It's not a 1 hour gap. Oh, actually it's a 1 hour gap. This one here. And at 9:33. Get this inversion put in, so this should be an entry actually. 9:33 right here, and what will be the target? Probably here or here. So let's see the one that will be possible, considering that my stop will be here. So if my stop is a 20-point stop, then I'd probably like to target this. I think it's a 15-minute high, and move to break even at this one here. Target 2R 100 over 42. That's 11, 12, 11.9, which is 12, so I can take that. Now let's just sit and wait. Alright, move to break even here, and our take profit gets hit beautifully, and this high here also ends up getting kicked, which is absolutely beautiful. Like, we can target this one as well. It's around close to 3R. But yeah, this I'm grateful with what I've got. And let's see what happens later. Take a 15, and it's looking beautiful, bullish. But now we have retracement into the 5 minute. I'm just gonna sit and learn from what PA is showing. Right, looks like we're having some 5 minute retracement. I'd like to see a 15-minute do that. Okay, 15-minute candle opened, retraced into this low here, creating some kind of SMT. Now we don't have anywhere for inversion to form. Now the 1 minute the inversions form really quick. I don't don't know, where would this lead us though? Because if we've got inversion here, well, you can just enter here because there is no inversion, there is no gap at all. That would mean something like this. And that means you're probably okay, let's target at 1.5 bar and see if it hits. I'm not gonna take this range, I'm just gonna take wait and see if this moves, and boom, it hits stop loss like right away. Now we're still in the 15-minute gap, and we have some sort of SMT here, which is really great. Now this is an A plus. Why? We are in a 15-minute gap, right? We have swap liquidity and SMT, and then the inversion gets put in as the last confluence we would like to wait for. Target that high and stop there. Let's see what happens. And pretty close to lunch, so I'd like to close this. Okay, lunch, don't end up not hitting this high. I think we were really far from it, and then this was the one that ends up fighting. So there were around 2 potential opportunities on that day. Now let's go to the next one. Right, next day open. Now this looks bullish. But on the 4H, there is a small gap. Now go high side and this gap here for a gap. But I'd like to see continuation to the upside, except if the 1 hour has a gap, which it does, and has some, lows and some kind of SMT as well. So it's like the sweep has already happened here. Probably the open will just rally higher, I don't know, but looks more like what typical NQ could do. Alright, now we get alright, so the SMT gets invalidated there. Let's try the market open. Now we drop to the 4-hour gap. Now we get yet another run lower. Okay, no potential entry yet. We're still in the 4-hour thing. We've run off these lows as of now. Let's see if we can get some inversions here. So what I'm waiting for is for this thing to inverse. To inverse the gap, then continue higher. Where I think, okay, this gap here held, I'd like to see probably an inversion on this one to take any longs, because we have the sweep, we have retraced into a 4-hour POI, and the overall PA is showing bullishness. Now when you check the 15, this thing here has been run, and bro, it's so great, slow looking great. It's the Asia lows that have been run, so let's just wait and see. Right now the inversion gets put in. It's the one that I was waiting for. Put my stop loss probably at this low. Now where would I target? It's really hard having targets here because of this 15-minute gap, but I'd like probably a 15-minute high there, or this 15-minute high as well. So there's chances that this could hit SL. I think this thing here could maybe from just to go to break even. So now let's see what happens. 52. Now let's just sit and wait. Okay, this one gotta get stopped out here. Where gonna get stopped there. Oh, crazy. Okay, price is not breaking that low there. Okay, now this is a market I wouldn't really like to be in. Well, the wicks on the 15-minute are looking okay, but then the fact that we're in a 15-minute gap is the one that's bad. Okay, I'm just gonna close this up break even. I mean, we'll go higher probably, but this is something you wouldn't like to stay in. Can see like right after I close, bro, it drops crazy. I think it's because the 15-minute gap was holding. And look at how beautiful this SMT was that was against us, so it's a lesson. Should have closed early as well. Looking on the daily, still I'm bullish. Okay, it looks bullish honestly. It's possible that it would probably hit lower to these lows here. Now prices run this low. I've got this SMT here and the sweep and the 4-hour gap, so these highs here are really great. Now the 4-hour high is also a good target. No, so the first thing has already been ticked. We have higher time frame narrative, which is where that narrative is that we're bullish, like we have a story. Now what's next? We have the POI. Now I'd like to see, you know, move to the upside, so we're also in a 1-hour gap as well. So I'd like to see something fractal probably form in the 15-minute. Like the fractal thing I mean is maybe the lower time frame creates a sweep or something like that. We're checking the 15. Okay, we're in a POI, but I don't know if I would like to long it here just because we have, okay, actually this is another confluence. Now we have this and we've got this, and how big is this gap? Just two handles. We can target these relatively equal highs. Let's see, it's probably something like this. That's 500 over 26. So we have two SMTs. And boom, take profit gets hit in seconds. I entered on this inversion by the way. Okay, well, should I have traded it here? Nah, I mean this is okay, it's not bad. And let's see where it heads to. This highs. And wow, the reason I targeted this low hanging fruit was because we were in this, still in this 15-minute gap, probably a 30-minute. Okay, it's not okay, it's a 30-minute by the way. So close call. Okay, now 10 opens. I think we had some news there. Now for me to take any buys, it would require to see some of the lows here get taken out, but so far it's not looking the best that it could. It's not looking like the best it could. Alright bro, alright, and we're dropping like crazy. We've got crazy SMTs at this high, which is insane. Now the SMT is still holding. Let check the 4-hour. Is this the 4-hour gap? Yeah. Oh, it's the previous daily low. Yeah, right. Now the 4-hour, the SMT is still holding. So now I think this 4-hour could now start reversing. Oh, yeah. We gotta hop off the charts at this point and just let it drop. look at this SMT here, and then the inversion, and then it, bro, blades. Look at these blades, bro. But I think this thing here looks nice. When one would short it, I would stop somewhere here. And now we're in the Liga, and you can look how good this previously closed. So we think we could probably hit higher, but it could even go sideways, and we can hit for the daily low. So we gotta be open for anything. But I'm leaning more bullish now. Relatively close here. I've just been run. We still have a bullish SMT, so yeah. Hence leaning more bullish. Now when you check the 1 hour, have a 1 hour premium gap, unfilled gap premium. We have the sweep, so I mean, if the first hour goes higher, then we could agree with that and take the buy. Now on the 15, we've embraced a small gap here and have some 15-minute highs. So I'd like to see a sweep first and wait for the open. Alright, now this high here gets run, leaving behind what an SMT kind of thing. And yeah, it runs again. It could probably be heading for this 1 hour thing, 1 hour gap. And yep, the premium gap that I had marked gets hit, so I think it could probably reverse, but it goes head for this high. But the high time frame shows that we're bullish because of this SMT. Now all I'm gonna do is just wait for maybe a potential 15-minute retracement for me to continue to trade a continuation of the longs. Now this high has been run. Now there is no entry. Like, okay, the only retracement here was on the 5 minute right here, which I don't know if there was. Let's see, there was no entry there. So it's a day of no entry. All I gotta do is just sit and see the market deliver then. Now market retraces lower into a 5 minute, I think, and 15 minute forms an SMT. So it looks like it's gonna go higher. I don't want to long this. It's really late in the day. 15 minute, and the potential target will be this relatively equal highs, and it'll be something like this. It's retracing, and yeah, there will be the target profit. So yeah, I'm not gonna trade this day because obviously the entries were off. Okay, so option T, option H, option J. All right, so now let's zoom in again. it looks bullish. You can see how beautiful we rejected this thing. Maybe I could have longed it like as a swing, but not by testing swings. So that's basically the thing. So I will just sit and put my hands and wait. Now the 4 hour, we hit this high here. Relatively close here and some 4 hour gap, but I'd like to see continues to the upside, except we had some here, data highs here. This is enough week, by the way. I'm relatively close, so there is more liquidity to the downside. So if it goes to the downside, it's understandable. Like anywhere it goes, I'm just gonna wait for the open and see what happens. And boom, we explode higher right at the open. Yeah, the 15-minute looking really hectic. Okay, maybe if the 15-minute retraces into a gap, we can probably find an entry. Okay, the potential entry for me was here, which I missed. Now I gotta wait for more candles to print. Now here I get the first inversion. Now the problem with this is there is no solid sweep. I'd consider I'm just gonna sit and wait. Probably the 15-minute has something. Alright, here is the 15-minute retracement lower, the one that I wanted to see. And we've got some sort of SMT, but there is no fair value gap to inverse. Ooh, but actually there is this one here. Probably this will be an entry if this gap holds bullish, as an inversion. Now this is the inversion. My target will be there and my stop will be somewhere around probably at this low or here. Here is okay. Let's make it a 1.3 R plus 500 over 20 25. This was so close to stop loss. Yo, edges TP. This is insane, bro. This is insane. So, good trade. You can see if I don't play with anything here, like couldn't playing out, but the amount of pressure in this will be really crazy. Now let's go to the next day. Okay, so now the next day that opened is already bullish. Now thing is we don't have targets, so it's just the all-time high kind of thing, and we are in a 4-hour gap, so this high here, all-time high, potential target. Could also be heading for some lows, probably like this one's here, but this will be the lowest hanging fruit because the lows I target as my sell side to bid swap are lows that are close to potential POIs. And check the 1 hour. You've got these lows here and those 1 hour gap here. So it's crazy. Small 1 hour gap here. I'm just gonna sit and wait for the open. Right now the open will drop. Where are we heading to? Okay, we failed to run this slow there, and then we inverse this thing. But what does this show? When you check the 15, well, is this the I think this is the consequent encroachment of this here. Yeah, and there's this fair value gap. Is there an SMT though? This low here has been run on in Q. It's an hourly low. This has been taken. You can go lower, you can find it. It's a low, even though it's like the low of the candle, but when you go low, it's kind of a strong low. So you never know. Kind of skeptic with trading here. Then that means I will be targeting there. I'd like to get some kind of 15-minute high, probably these ones or these ones. Let's see, probably there. Some point to break even. I've got a good sweep here as well. So let's fucking right over 44. Get kicked in the nuts. Just one candle. Market's really slow, by the way. This was an FP Friday. And taking an L is not bad. Now there's a fair value gap on the 15-minute gap retraced into. Okay. Don't trade these falling knives on NFB. For H, which is looking okay. These gaps look like they're holding, so that means they could potentially lead us to these lows here. But long term, I'm kind of bullish. I'd like to see this one here hold. And 1 hour is still in this gap here. Alright, now this low is here, have been run. Check the 1 hour. Sorry, the 4 hour, we're still in that gap, and this is an end dog, so I think it could hold. Then we reversed, and then the 5-minute the SMT, so everything is in line. Now, is this okay? I think I got long. I'd like to target these highs as well, though, but I think this 1-to-1 looks okay. Times 2. 500 over 56. That's 8.9. So that's 9. Okay, let's see if this high here gets taken up from market high, and then it gets stopped out right away. and then market dances around. Now this high gets run, the market retraces lower. I like to stay on the sidelines until I see something that's worth it. I mean, we're probably gonna go higher because this looks like a protected low. But if the low can get taken out, then I'll obviously find some more trades. Now the low gets run. You can see the 15 now end up reaching to this low here. This low here, so you can see the SMT is still there. Right now down a little bit lower. It's okay, 1 hour. But why do I think that we can go higher? Why am I that bullish when we have this SMT? You know, we have an SMT, so what does it tell me? Some shorts here would have been good. But then what POI? Oh, 4 hour. Shit. Okay, it's a lesson. No trading today. Just gonna sit and wait. Even if I would have won for long, they would have been really slow and I would end up getting stopped out probably. So this is like a daily order block. We've got some daily highs on target. One hour doesn't have any kind of pivot. Something that's holding it. Okay, maybe it blocks, but I'd like to see a fair value gap. That's what makes more sense to me. No, I think these Asia could be about to get targeted. We were pretty close to this low here. So this low here has been run, SMT has been put in, and it's the 4 hour, the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour gap. It's the 1 hour gap, obviously. Now ES has already formed the inversion, but I'd like long and Q. Just gonna sit and wait, probably not trade at all. Checking the 1 hour, bro, we're breaking lower and lower. And now we've run the E shadows. And the 1 hour I think could hold probably. I have relatively good highs here. And this here. 500 over 50, that's 10. And boom, boom, boom. And how many minutes? That's 5 minutes of the trade. And where is it gonna continue to? I was targeting the 15-minute high, and you can see there it got tucked in very beautifully. It was 1.5 hour. Okay, this still looks kind of bullish. And we're in for a gap here held, and there's a gap here. This gap here could be accessed possibly at 10, so that will be the only time for me to check it. But I'd like to see this thing here. If we retrace, maybe that's the point. But this thing here looks okay. But then we have an SMT at them, so gotta be cautious with the take. But we don't have any POI here, like no gap or something like that. So I'm just gonna save and see what happens. And then let the market open, rally higher, and run the high as I was expecting, and then we continue higher. Bro, there is not even a single retracement. Now let me check the 4H. We hit the all-time high and then started to retrace kind of lower. I still think it would probably be bullish, but that means I would like to see a 15 or 5-minute retracement before I take any entry. Now the 15-minute has retraced, and we have an SMT with this low because this low has been taken out. So this thing could hold, then probably could take some longs, but there is no gap, so yikes, this sucks. Okay, now I'll drop lower into this gap there. Oh, this is so crazy, such a crazy drop. I mean, where are we dropping to? Where are we possibly dropping to? We're pretty close to this 4H gap though, and the SMT was really great at holding. Now we got an SMT there. We were pretty close to 4-hour gap as he is taking it out. Yes, didn't do that as well. Now it's now 11. I still think the 4H gap could be traded into, and yes does that exact thing and trades into it. Now the moment this inversion gets kicked in, I think we'll probably take some longs towards this high, these relatively low highs, or some place. Let's see, will these highs get hit though? 6. One hour of 17 times 2, that's 34. but then I like to use the 15 if I want to take this. If we take a 15-minute gap like there, sorry. This is where it's moved to break even. I'm trading counter trend, so it's the most craziest. Let's see, was this 15-minute high taken out? Nah, ES hasn't taken it out, so I'm just gonna sit and wait. Yeah, I gotta hit a break even. But wait. Relatively go highs left behind. Now, why did it not hit the high? This gap here held. Shit. We should have trailed aggressively on that one. No, let's check the stats for June. And look at how this thing was green, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many losses? 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And this day we lost 2 trades. Could have reduced it to 1. Yeah, this is fire, bro. It's fire. Next day looks like we could probably draw low, draw higher. How big is this gap? 2. Anyway, can target there and some longs. Is it like a 15-minute high? Yeah, it's a 15-minute high. comfortable with this one. Take profit smashed. Well, should this have been here? Nah, I'm okay with this. Okay with that. Take a look at this. So this had to work like in the first few minutes, or you get killed, because this was a 15-minute high, and this was slick execution, bro. So is this gonna be bullish? I kind of be bearish heading towards these lows or these ones. But let me check quickly. This is a weekly low. Could head there. I'm just gonna check daily now. We have some daily highs. Why did I mark these lows? Well, I marked these lows because when price could head to them as a continuation. Like, I don't see anything clear for me here. Oh, that rhymes. I don't know why I love things that rhyme. It's not clear for me here. Okay, there's this kind of SMT here, and here we have like already two consecutive SMTs. But first thing I'd like to mark is this sweep here. Are we in a daily? Oh, we're not in a daily. No fair value gap. There's this consequent encroachment thing here, but I'd like to see something more. Well, we are also in a 1 hour gap, so I'm kind of confident that we could go lower. I'd like to see that. So the fair value gap here will probably hold. Alright, now let's just sit and wait. Ooh, that's a crazy open. Now we close below the gap at this aggressive candle. There's the inversion. When we check the 15, I mean, it's rejecting. Great. Got some small SMTs. This here could move to break even, but these targets here are good. These lows here are also good. 400 over 90. That's 5. I get kicked right there. The fact that we're not in POI is the one that's making me not gonna take any more trade, except if I see more potential of shorts, which is not presenting itself. Alrighty. Is that what you wanna do? After inversing this, obviously we're bullish. Now we're pretty close to this low here. is this 15-minute gap. ES hasn't taken out this high, so I'd rather stay on the sidelines. Okay, whoa, whoa, crazy, insane drop right at the open of 11. And yeah, the previous day ends up being bearish as I was thinking. And yeah, could probably find some sells and church this thing. Alrighty. Close is low. We on Monday. We're in a 4-hour gap. So when I see more sell side building up, I think that okay, we could probably be able to head lower. Now we'll check the 1 hour. We're still in this gap here. I'd like to see it break lower. Now we get a 2-minute inversion. This 15-minute low is looking good, like the low hanging fruit. It's 500 over 80. That's 6. Minutes take profit, bro. And market reverses. Huh? How much did I get from this trade though? Wait. Confirm. And I had 1860. Oh, okay. One hour low, you could retrace. There's an SMT at this data high. By the way, I could have sold like right on the market open because of this 2-minute inversion. Freeze into this 15-minute gap. Relatively close, kicked an inversion on the 2-minute. What am I gonna target? 15 minutes not looking that good. Cool, target the fill of this 15-minute gap, then the moment I inverse it, I'm just gonna go to break even. 500 over 48, that's 10. Let's go. Miss. What in the world is this? We're gonna get stopped out here. Like a trade you're gonna get out of is like always obvious. No, I'll go 15 minutes this low here is still taking out. Now we are in the 1 hour gap. Now we in a 15 minute. I think if this SMT is holding, then we could probably head lower. And then boom, there is the inversion. Now we've got two stuff, two SMTs, one here and one here, and I think these lows are about to get sniped, probably. No, I'd like to take the short, but now taking the loss for the day and trading myself one trade. We would end up hitting take profit, but I just want to trade myself just one trade. Can see how good it hits take profit, bro. I think we could probably be heading for the next low because of this gap here. But this one holds them by. How do I know when it holds? PA shows me that exact thing that it's holding. There is a 1 hour gap, so everything is falling in line. Data highs have been run on ES. Now there is an SMT there. Now we get a 15-minute version showing us, confirming like my bias. Well, there was no entry except maybe here in 5 minutes after that inversion, targeting here. But I'm just gonna wait and see probably if I get another one because I was late to that one and looks like it's coming back to me. There goes the inversion. I'd like to target this low here. Now that's 28 times 2. Whoa, what's with this power? Okay, that's 500 over, oh sorry, 28 times 2. 500 over 56, that's 9. Let's just now sit and wait. I got kicked and that's there. Alright, so we closed at 18.3k, and that's all for today's trading. Peace.